I know you prayed before you've been asleep, but what did I ask you to do? One simple thing, when I get home, make sure the dishes are clean. And yes, this is the thing you have to get. But see, what happens is that's going to help you right now. The problem is you can't talk to your fucking rap. Because when I try to talk to you privately, call 911, I address them. I don't care. No, you cut me out. I don't give a F. Give me my money. Give me the key. I'm about to go again. Why would I continuously talk to you when you in that negative state? I'm not going to do that. Okay. No. If you calm down now, it's a fucking kid. It's a broken record. And you fucking know it. It's because of your kids. You be working your damn it. No matter how you feel. I would rather, you know what? I would rather you say Thomas. I would rather go to my other house. If you want that. But that's what I'm saying. You get so angry that you're ready to start talking like I'm not trying to do that. I dozed off on the couch because I didn't want to lay next to you because I was worried that you were going to do something. So what's the time from the white cop? I'm not spending fucking call. How you talking now? What do you mean I'm not fucking now? I'm standing on everything to even fucking call. They even stooped down out the call. The last time we had this issue, I was about to call. So you know, I had that in. I'm not about to go through it no more. If you didn't tear up my house and act like you were doing, you got up all on me like that, I want to do that. Okay. Right. Hang on 1 second. Yeah. 911. September 21, 2023, 9:24, 36 a.m. Okay. You there? Alright, police should be pulling up within a minute. Okay. So you don't let the police in here? She no longer has weapons on her, correct? Good. Okay. I'm going to leave. I have to let. I like mom. You know that. I don't got time for this. It don't matter. So you want me to go back to the house by myself? It don't matter. You have consequences for your actions. I have consequences for your actions. This lady on the phone got consequences for her actions. Everybody got consequences for their actions. So, why are you doing this? That means that you're letting me know that you don't care enough about me to do your best to not act that way. No. Because they're already going to get there like, I'm going to talk to them outside. And I'm hoping that you find your way to leave. No, stop. No. Stop. No. I don't want to run down the door.
That was the end of it, Joe.
Yeah, that's mad. That's like deja vu. The whole time I'm sitting here listening to it, I'm like, wow, that sound really familiar.
Man, listen.
Wow. And then he pointed out so much stuff, and then the operator on the phone pointed out something I had noticed too, and I've been asking myself from the get-go, like, she never had her last name changed. That was never a thing for them. Like, I mean, if you wanted to show the connect with the love there, what could ever be a better symbol aside from all of this showing stuff, you know, besides taking his last name, all of this. But, you know, I was also aware that this not only was not their first legal instance for having to call the police, but obviously it wasn't their first issue that got this degree, you know, of heated in exchange of itself. I was sure of that. I'm wow. Yeah, that's a literally a walk down, you know, the
Memory
wow.
lane.
Yeah, I'm just at wow. Creepy almost. And it's almost weird because it's gonna get worse. Because now I can kind of see exactly where it's angled. They're going down the same path. She's different than she was, but that's exactly how it used to go for us. And he was saying the same stuff, like, oh, I'm not like this. You want to kind of make me like this. And like, no, I remember instances where she nutted up the same way, started breaking and throwing stuff, and went to throw something, and I caught it like mid-throw and kind of snatched it or grabbed it while in the mid going to strike me with it, grabbed it, snatched it from her, and she like, you gonna hit me with it? And I dropped it like, no, of course not, that's not me, but I'm not gonna let you hit me with it. And then I try to leave. I mean, I was living with her at the time in her one place, so I would usually just leave, and that would make the situation even worse. And you know, I come back and then she'd be even more heated, yeah, or hold some kind of weird sadistic grudge or something. Like I don't know whether to be pity or have pity or it's hard. That's sad. And everything else. It's a bunch of words I can't even come to. Mm-hmm. That's wow. And that's just the 911 call. I'm sure that there was I was told there was footage too from the body cams or something from the officers when they actually got there. Like, I don't even know. I'm sure that she went even more in depth and showed out once the officers got there. And it was like she also was reiterating on it repetitively about how, you know, he should have knew that she can't have any contact with police, and then it's affecting her children. Like that brought back that other deja vu about the instance I told I did something similar. We had a argument. She kind of started. She said something to goat me into getting real pissed. I was supposed to be taking her to an appointment for one of the kids, and it was sort of kind of important, but it wasn't like that kind of important to me. But it was kind of important, and it was important to her. But it wasn't important enough for her not to intentionally piss me off and keep goading at it. It was something about my family, because I know it really heated me. And I told her, screw you. I because the kids in the car, I wouldn't drop you off on the corner of the road, but I'm taking you home. And I drove all the way back to her house, and she was heated the whole time, like almost but trying to throw stuff in the car and screaming and everything else. And so I already know. Like, that's, yeah, I'm like, you know, ouch. Yeah, that's gonna affect this whole thing, I'm sure, and wow, yeah. Yeah, well, that was also the ultimate demonstration of love, you know. Hey, I was like, I mean, because here's the nutty part. As many times as the crazy stuff happened, when we ever got that bad between us, I left. That's why I always end up getting screwed. Because anytime that the police got called, she was calling them. And it's the messed up part. I was always able to get, and I never got arrested for anything. But they got called enough times. A handful or so.
But that's why I encourage for men to do what Thomas did, though. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how
plenty of times, like my family told me to just leave with. Yeah, no, they told me if she went to call them, you know, just leave. You know, but it got the points where she was trying to like keep me there until they arrived to because it was even points where she was trying to. yeah, trying to even harm herself to make it look more convincing, all kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So I was like,
No, but
nope.
that's
And I
why,
did all kind of stuff to dip.
right? But that's why I
Yeah,
say when guys get into this situation with these raggedy face ass bitches that that will put false charges on a motherfucker, that would drop a tear
yeah,
or two just to, you know what I'm saying, get a motherfucker locked up just for
right,
their own, you know what I'm saying, pleasure or some sick ass shit they
right,
doing because of they mad. No, start putting
right.
charges on these bitches. If a woman put her hands
Yeah.
on you, call the goddamn police on that hoe.
It was other reasons why I couldn't report it also. At that, I think around the time when we started having a lot of rando domestic issues, I
Mm-hmm.
was having issues with my nephew at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
then well, to be honest, the main big thing was my family. My family knew that I wasn't happy, and I tried not to talk too much in depth when I was with them. But
Mm-hmm.
whenever I was with them, she wasn't with me. She would always get angry when she couldn't come with me, and they was cool with it, but they would always be, like why you so down kind of thing. We could tell A, B, and C, and she basically, if she puts her hands on you, if she ever did that, you tell us, bloody bloody. You won't, like, I even had one instance where she did call the cops and tried to. I think I told y'all about that, where she locked my ID and my keys in her car, and I had to have my cousin bring the spare set to come and take my car and a bunch of other stuff. Like she had that one instance where my cousin was like ready to nut up, and so that's the worst stuff. Like, I'm not like that, but I had the whole family back. Like, one time she nutted up. She demanded that I take her to my great aunt's funeral,
Mm-hmm.
and she tried to attack my mother in a funeral with like 150 of my blood relatives,
Mm-hmm.
and was talking crap. Like, and it was like, you don't even get it. And you don't even get it. Like, you don't even get it. Like, that could have ended so badly for me and you. It's the grace that they love me.
Thank you.
No, seriously.
Who's that?
Not sure.
No, I'm looking at something else.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Did she ever mention what was so? I mean, I know vaguely with the he followed the Most High and whatnot stuff, but she ever give specific detail that made Thomas so unique versus everybody else who was ever any good? Like, again, there was a lot that used and abused her, and she got over on her own fair share. But what made him so special?
what happened, Coach Ed? You got that music playing in the back, honey. What's that?
I I I I had a drink, y'all know I don't normally drink. And I'm just feeling myself and I know y'all got your own thing going on. I just want you to turn up with me off my song real quick. Yeah, 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 we pay. Yeah, we pay. I'm gonna turn it up a little more this time. What?
Period.
What's the problem?
I'm not, but I'm up here talking to Joe for a little bit, baby.
I know I'm so sorry, and I didn't mean to do this. I'm a heathen, and I know I shouldn't have did it, but I did it anyway, and it's okay. Just do it with me, y'all. See my people,
Okay.
cause somebody gonna die if they fuck with us. Yeah, that's the best part of the song.
Period. Period.
Alexis, he mad, bitch.
Chocolate time.
And niggas say to type that thing with a wood and make them give it up. Oh, bitch, I feel like gang banging. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm a heathen. I did it on purpose. I'm sorry, Master. I did it on purpose.
Oh,
So
Who
you
like
was
got
y'all
it.
give me
Butterfly
a little.
48?
I'm finna get down. I'm sorry. I did it on purpose. I'm sorry.
Girl. Who Butterfly 48? You got to
11
respond to
o'clock.
me in
The
the
plate.
Discord. Oh, okay.
11,
Okay. Okay.
11 o'clock. The plates will be sold out. Thank y'all for purchasing shirts. All fundraisers will go to the Stop the Violence by Muriel campaign. I appreciate y'all for attending this our first annual Save Everybody's Lives for Muriel campaign. Um, Joe, I just want you to know on the serious side that you dodged a bullet, and I'm glad that you was able to get out of that situation because violence is never okay, woman or man.
Mm-mm.
So,
Nope.
I'm glad that you
That's
was
for
able
sure.
to
Mm-mm.
overcome that. And I hope that those kids can recover and start to. I know they're happy right now, but trauma is real.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
Uh,
they can probably get some counseling or something like that, and help them sleep at night because I do remember those kids used to be traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
So I really hope that everybody can heal from this situation. For
Mm-hmm.
real.
Yeah. Because that's what it was, this guy that's always caping for mirrors. And his name is Trina B. And he was just on here the other day talking shit, talking about, kids need to be with they need to be with their mama and they really miss their mama. Like he know what's going on, and
Right.
he was saying that they wanted to go back home with her.
Right.
Okay,
But Trina also accepted his son being who his son is. Trina also neglected his son and decided to run out here and chase booty in the wilderness and steal from Walmart pet food. Trina is not a. I would not trust my puppies with Trina, okay? Let alone some kids. So I don't care what Trina got to say. Trina need to focus on his whole situation because when his son was over there cutting on himself, he didn't even stop his life to go over there and check on his blood child that came out his loins. So Trina need to go on somewhere, go take a nap or something, get him a little adult IEP, and figure that out.
but
I
chocolate
don't
ties,
even know who that is.
that's not that ain't Thomas yet. Thomas gonna be to see me. Don't worry about it. He gonna come to see Big Ty. They all do. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be to see me one of these days.
That's the
He gonna
messed
come to
up
see
part.
Big Ty,
Yeah.
not the
I
little
tell
you.
you what, Ty, if you keep on reporting on it like you've been with the consistency,
Mm,
that much I give you some kudos on. You absolutely right. He eventually, it's inevitable. Yeah, he will eventually come and give you the dirt.
yes,
Because
he for
eventually you
sure.
get to a point where it become a safety issue. He already spread it out though. He told everything I needed to know, and most of that call. I mean, everything else is just icing on the cake.
And Joe.
But he had a point where, yeah,
Oh
telling
no,
you,
go ahead and finish because I want to tell you
no,
something
he,
after
he
that
just
too.
or just saying that he at that point where he
Mm-hmm.
realized it fully the full detriment of it. You
Mm-hmm.
you you, you need to separate the want, wish, and could be from the reality. And reality is if something dangerous, you react a certain way. And he's starting to recollect and recognize the differences.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it's boiling down to. Trust me. So yeah, he eventually gonna come to you. Trust
Mm-hmm.
me. That's why I said what I said. I said January. They're so they not on schedule. They gonna not make it past. They not guaranteed. I
Mm-hmm.
still ready to take a pool on that. I was
Okay.
offering 10 to 1 odds if anybody remember.
Oh
Like I'm
yeah, you
telling you, I'm right on point.
did.
I'm right on point. It's still, I'm telling you, they're not gonna
But
hit the 1st of January. I
no,
bet
but
money on this.
remember when you had came over here and you was telling us
Yes,
about the story with
I
the
remember.
knife and stuff, and then you said what was gonna happen. You told us what was
Yes,
gonna happen between the
that's
two.
why it's leaving me in awe. It's
Oh,
freaky, weird,
Oh, that is
creepy.
so
It's almost hard to
crazy.
find a word for it.
the Lockyer.
Yes,
Remember when he told
like
us?
watching a Chucky
Uh,
movie.
he told us her pattern. Like she's very submissive in the beginning. Then she
Mhm.
start asking for stuff. Then she demands stuff, and when she don't get it, she act a motherfucking fool. She turned to Michael Myers when she don't get what the. Oh, I'm having deja vu. By the way,
Yep.
the motherfucking Guardians definitely will be stopping by Thai News like they always do. Period. Facts.
Yeah,
Period.
And
that's a
that's
given.
on everything, bitch. But
Yeah, that's on
but
everything.
like that's what I said. But shout out to Thomas, like no shade, like this is so serious. Like that's what I said. Like when when he said all of that in the 911 call, I said, and then told the 911 operator to stay on the phone with him so we could
Yeah,
clock Morty. I said, shout out
yeah,
to Thomas. Because motherfuckers would be
yeah,
like, okay, we on our way and then hang up. No, he said, can
yeah,
you stay on the phone? I said, shout out to
yeah.
Thomas, man.
And
He
then y'all hit it
is
on the
the
nail
truth.
too. Like everything y'all was saying about how she was putting forward to show a certain persona about this is exemplified by that recording. How
Mm,
literally you want to make it look like this one. No, that what you making it look like is what you want it to look like, but
mm,
what's really happening is what really happened. Like
fact.
that was the facts. Like he
Mm,
felt endangered enough to cry and be scared and ask this lady to stay on the phone so that he can make sure that as much as it's documented, and he tried to talk to you in a call. I'm sure he was keeping his distance from you while he was talking to you and everything. Cause that's what I remember. Cause you couldn't anticipate what crazy was gonna come next. You start screaming again and then pick up the closest damn thing and throw it. Or
mm,
break
mm.
something and start, well, who knows?
But
Who
he was
knows?
crying, like on the body cam thing.
I'm
He was actually fucking crying, like boo hooing.
I'm sure that, and it's like as much as when he asked her, because that was one thing she asked too. Was like, wait a minute, what is your last name? You said
Mm-hmm.
her last name. Y'all ain't got the same last name. Because I had thought about that instantly. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
another little bit of testimony right there. Like, shouldn't you be focused on cleaning house, looking like a good mom, and getting your husband last name? Like, if life's so good, let life be so good.
But we
Like,
all know
literally,
why.
let it be good. Right.
Right, but we know why she ain't got the last name because she trying to scam the government, which she did a video on scam the government 101. But
Yeah.
yeah, she ain't even
That
saying
and
the
it make it
last name
easier
yet.
to get divorced. Yep, but that's facts. But
Mm-mm.
every last bit of that was a big testimony, a
Uh,
first eye view exactly into what's happening.
the
Mm-hmm.
reason why.
Ain't the first and ain't the last. And they argued a couple times since then. It might not have had no big incident where the cops been called again, but trust me, this argument that came up 2, 3 more times.
I know.
The reason why she haven't changed her last name or she trying to make it seem like she don't live with him is because she wanted to keep her social security and her section 8. She told them that they are married legally, but they're separated, living under separate houses, and he
Mm,
doesn't take care of her at all financially. But in the video she tells on herself and says, I've been living here since June. Dumb,
mm.
right in the video.
Now here's the other question: that what is it? So why are they married if there's no converge of
She
anything aside the document? This what if you live in a separate
uh,
location? Y'all got.
she married
I'm
to
sorry. Go ahead, Tristan.
Slovakia, brother. She married Salik Thomas because Bigo for Bigo. That's what she did.
Yes,
She married him for 10.
to
So with her
prove to
name could stay
us.
Her name could, yeah, true to us, and so her name could still be ringing around the Biko streets. That's why she married him, so
Mm-hmm.
she could keep talking about her. Because at one time nobody was talking about her. She started falling into rooms and shit,
Mm-hmm.
searching for people to talk about her. Next thing you know, oh, I'm getting married. Because the wedding was supposed to happen a whole month later. She
Mm-hmm.
moved it up a month and rushed it. She rushed it so fast. All he had to do was walk across his motherfucking carpet, and they was married.
Mm-hmm.
That's how. Okay.
Because they
And
were
after,
supposed to get married in
uh,
August, right?
yeah, after she
Mm-hmm.
watched this, she had enough content, you know what I'm saying, to last her for a minute because everybody was talking about they couldn't believe that they got married in 30 days. What's wrong with him? But in her head, she made it seem like, oh, I'm that bitch or I'm that girl because I married a man in 30 days. Now, you married a stranger with a motherfucking clitoris so thick that it looked like a penis, but it's not. A cold pussy.
Yeah.
That was the
Play
sell
those
point,
bells,
was the
y'all.
fact
Now
that she
let these
did it so
ones run
quickly. I thought that most, but it's a whole bunch of women that could get men to ogle and drool over them and to want to marry them instantly. I'm sure there's
See,
especially without pretending.
it.
her thing was she converted, well, she had to convert him into quote unquote an Israelite. He was so righteous and he's a perfect man with a good job, career, whatever, in his own home, quote unquote a luxury car when we know it's not luxury. This is how she pumped him up and exaggerated his whole persona and him physically. This is how she made him seem to us. So for her to bag a dude that is physically fit, muscular, whatever, quote unquote attractive, owns his own home, has a great job, yada yada. How can she bag a dude like that? That's the point she was trying to make. Oh, I can catch somebody like this and y'all mad or y'all jealous. No, you caught you a fool. You caught you a weak, broken man because he was already broken from the 13 years he was with that other girl and she rejected him for marriage. He stayed broken. You could tell he broken because he don't raise his voice at all. It's
Mm-hmm.
very small, monotone, real light, and he shows no emotion. He's scared to show emotion because he already had his heart broken too many times.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he don't have nothing left for you, Mario.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it, but that's to me, even so, still a small portion. My brain will be like, I still don't see what makes you so special because you claim that this man chose you for that. Again, I could see a lot of women out there who would, without having to put on a fake persona,
Mm-hmm.
still would attract men to do these kind of things. Like Young Candy, like Ty, for instance. I'm sure she went on, I don't know her marital status or not, but if she was on a date, I'm pretty sure the gentleman would want a second date. She present herself in such a way that would be a certain kind of refined, and I'm sure that there are quite a few men that find that attractive.
That's
I
true.
don't grasp how that make her special. Because I mean, like, dudes, they have a TV show about that where people get married and they ain't never even seen each other. So that don't make it special. Hell,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not married, but I could have been married by now. I'm just not. I'm picky. I'm
Um,
picky as hell.
but see
Right.
her,
Especially after her, I'm super picky.
but see
Right.
her here, her image on here is very tainted.
Mm-hmm.
Like she thinks that, we think that, oh, nobody wants to marry her. She's dog shit. She ain't this. She ain't that. That's why she felt like she had to prove to us that she was this person by marrying the first thing that said yes to her. Because he never proposed to her. She proposed to him, and it was all
Oh
for.
well, yeah, that's another thing. She always say that, she'd had plenty of men propose. That's a lie. She always kind of push it on them, and it become an ultimatum kind of thing. But
Right.
as far as I know, it ain't never been them like coming to her like you complete me, and I just can't imagine life without because that don't even sound right. Fuck, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Just again, it's not a no. She in the background listening, and that's not what I mean. I'm not even laughing. I'm so sorry. No, y'all stop.
Wait,
Stop.
no.
Stop.
It's not
Stop.
like nobody is
Stop.
doing that because ain't
Stop. I know
nobody doing
y'all.
that.
I know no, but that's. I know y'all got y'all bad thing. I mean me. I'm saying stop to me. I mean y'all got y'all thing, and I ain't gonna be because I know y'all got y'all reason and y'all right, but I won't belittle myself because obviously it's a belittlement of me to come down in the way that I do sometimes on her when I did in fact have a thing for her to a certain degree at a certain time. So as weird as it feel to say, even now, I have to admit the fact of that. And
But
No,
so,
no,
that's not
that's
true.
not
That's
true either.
belittlement on you. That's not true. That's not a belittlement on you. You just telling the truth. And the truth is a piece of shit that manipulated you and controlled you through shade with her pussy.
yeah, but the best of me just want to feel like it's something else. You always try to look. I don't know. I just yeah. Again,
No,
all I
that's what
was
I'm
saying, it
saying,
just
motherfucker. She get, and it's like it's no shade to you, Joe, but that's how she picks them. You know what I'm saying? She picks
yeah. No,
guys
no,
like
I get it.
you. She'll pick a guy like Thomas because y'all are these. You know what I'm saying? These nice men who carry yourself in a certain way. Y'all very smart, intelligent. Y'all ain't all in the streets on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
she
the
can.
other two is some of it is really chance for her too. Because again, she'll try this with just about all of them. It just happens to work to different degrees. Some dudes are more pigs, and so they take more advantage of her than she take advantage of them.
Them.
I mean, it just work out like, yeah, it has. She done got herself a lot of times. And it's like, I'm aware of stuff like that too. It's just, it helped to hone her skills and stuff with doing it and stuff too. It just every so often she happened to get a really good one and they don't want to take advantage of her and she just nail it home. Like nail it home. Like yeah, pretty much. And that just happened to be the situation with me, Gerard, and I'm sure a few others here and there.
But I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. I don't think I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody different or whatever, but like Gerard, I don't think Gerard was going for none of that shit.
And
That's why he got
no,
the
and
fuck
once
up
I'm
out of
sure
there
once it
ASAP.
yeah, no, once it hit the fan for Gerard, we had that talk too. No, once it
ASAP.
hit the fan for Gerard, he was like, it just it's no, yeah, he wasn't captivated like that at all.
Yeah.
He was way past the potential. He was like, I thought it was something, and then you showed me otherwise. Me, it was like, I wanted to say 3 strikes and you out, but she got a hell of a lot more than that. He was like, one time and done.
Done.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he was like, this is what it's supposed to, that's not what it is, so bye. Yeah, no, but I
Yep.
get it.
And
That's how I am now.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how I am now. Picky as hell. If it don't look right,
You
bye.
fucking
No
with it.
offense.
Right.
Yeah, no offense.
And that's
No
what I
offense.
said,
I
but
know
you live
exactly
and
what
you
I'm
learn
worth.
though. You know,
Yep.
you grow up, because of course as older
Yep.
you get more wiser. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yep.
that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Certain motherfuckers, like I said, it's you will want to give a motherfucker like a chance, or like if you care about them, you want to keep them giving chance after chance after chance, and that's a lot like
Yep.
when women or men, that
Yep.
stay with the abusers. When people say, "Oh,
Yep.
I don't understand why Thomas went back," like I don't understand it either, but I do. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I do in its own way. Again, that's why I mean in that respect of itself. It was a yellow flag, red flag situation. Every time it was a red flag, my mind dulled it into a yellow. It's not. I used to go through other issues sometimes with my sister, and I used to think that some of the little issues that we had would help to give me reflection on the type of stuff that I would go through with her. And well, sort of, my sister is like not even close to that. One is water and one is oil. I mean, they you follow me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my sister's like 10% that kind of, nothing in that caliber. But I thought that was enough to give me the insight for it. But that, yeah, I wanted to think to myself that the red flags, if they kept becoming yellow flags, that it made it a potential for something better. She wasn't really wanting to be like this. This was just something that was chemically going on, and she just needed a lot of support and people to be there and a bunch of stuff. And I just kept coming up with reasons to justify everything, and to a point where I even woke up at one point and was like, the fuck do I even want anymore? I had forgot what I even wanted.
Right.
I was so focused on trying to figure out how to just make, because I kept telling myself this has to, well, I kept hoping it would just stop. One day we'll wake up and it would just not be like that anymore.
Because like I
Pretty
said,
much, you know,
the way, like how she was trying to talk shit about you or whatever, right? Like on here on the app, I said I was just thinking to myself, it's not gonna be too much longer to where if Thomas really leave her, if he leave her alone, and she gonna try him again. You know what I'm saying? Because she haven't learned her lesson, and you could tell she haven't
she
learned
already
her lesson.
has.
Her getting locked up for 3 days, and she ain't learned shit.
That
But
just pissed her off. That gave her a lot of time to think about how she gonna get even.
facts. So with that being said, she gonna do him the same fucking way. She gonna get on this
A little
motherfucker
bit worse.
and belittle the fuck out of him. She gonna talk shit about him. She gonna say what they did sexually that he probably don't want, you know what I'm saying, to be spoke on and all type of shit. Watch. Mark my words. Hey,
Maybe a little
PJ.
bit more under the belt, like something to try to with the house or his job or his car or his family, stuff along that nature. Like she don't play. There's no sacred area, dude. I mean, I felt really bad that I took her home that day, even though I know she had to go to that doctor's appointment for the kid. But what she said merited getting smacked in the face. But it didn't go like that. So, but that's and it didn't. She didn't need to say what she said. There was no reason for it. We didn't even need to have that conversation. I remember that day specifically saying, "Let's stop talking about this," like 50 times. But she just had to. It's inevitable. It is inevitable. Like it's inevitable. Sure as you stick your hand in the cage with a rattlesnake, it's gonna and bite you.
Bite you. Hey,
You don't want to get
PJ.
bit, don't stick your hand in the cage.
Right. What's up, PJ? I can't hear you if you're talking.
Okay. I can shit. You can't hear me?
You gotta talk loud because your phone real low, honey.
Okay. I can see her killing that boy.
Mm.
Can y'all? I can see him killing her. Or she killing him.
Mm-hmm. It's something gonna happen bad. I see it too. But
Like a
like
fatal attraction kind of kill, but like a diversive kind of, or what's the word for it? Like third party kind of person kill. Like I started putting a bunch of shade on you in such a way to have people hating you and people were seeking you out. Pretty much like the way she got me hating Patrick. She could get Patrick killed without blowing her brains out herself.
she already
That
got
kind
his
of
tooth
concept,
knocked out.
maybe.
Shit.
You see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she could get she might not get him killed, but she might get pissed off at him one day and start really flirting with some dude or some whatever, and get some other dude to try to check him or something, and then try to go him and the standing up for her or whatever, so she could see the outcome of it. Whatever. That's the kind of she. It's weird, like a chess game. She the queen, and everything is a pawn. All of y'all pawns. You know, king's supposed to be important, but no, it's not. The queen is the most important piece to her, and every piece, besides the queen, is a pawn. Some are more useful pawns than other pawns, but all pawns the same.
Hold on, my bad. Hold on. It's funny.
Yeah, either that or possible. I don't know. Thomas don't give me that kind of feel the same way like I was. Like I thought for a split that it was possible I was gonna end up dead or in jail. I was highly trying to stick away from the dead thing because I'm like, man, she's not gonna get me caught up on the jail thing. They ain't even arrested me yet. The few times that I have spoken with them, I've been neutral and able to intermediate it enough where they just tell me I should just leave for my own sake, kind of thing, but never threaten with arrest or anything. But I think that would have definitely been a plausibility at some point, definitely to get
But man, y'all
killed
know,
by something subjective.
right? But I'm sorry to be off topic for just a little bit, but
Oh shoot,
it's a screenshot. The motherfuckers found it's a lock on Thomas' refrigerator, y'all.
a lock.
Yeah, the nigga got a
What you mean
lock
a
on his
lock?
refrigerator. Dude
Like a
fucked up.
padlock? What you
It's
do? Oh, a
a
lock,
lock.
a padlock.
I can't really see it. Man, Toya, you gotta send it. You ain't got IG?
Shit, you do.
Man, listen, I gotta show y'all. Oh my God. Send it to my
Stop.
IG. Send it to my
Oh,
IG so I can
let
be
me
able
let me
to
stop.
show it. Hold on, I'm about to send it.
Thomas, if you in the damn window, if you don't take that fucking lock off that damn refrigerator, she
Man,
come
he
over to
over
that
there,
damn
the
house.
motherfucker, little girl and that
You have
girl,
lost
bro.
your damn mind.
Ain't
You
no
don't take
lost
that
this
fucking
damn
lock off that
man. I
refrigerator
put
with
a
that
lock on
woman
my
over there.
refrigerator too with all that goddamn smacking she be doing. Bitch, you can't cook, eat, nothing until I feel like I want some shit.
Dude,
Ty, you know what? You
dude.
right on there because somebody mentioned it earlier, like when the video was playing, that
Mm,
there was a lock on there on the door. He locked that motherfucking refrigerator because he can't stand the way your nasty ass chew and eat.
that's what
He
I
rather your
said.
right. He rather your ass sit there and be quiet and drink a drink than eat with your
Damn. Damn, Miriam, you over there with a locked refrigerator, bruh.
lock.
You over there with a locked refrigerator, shorty. Man, hey, y'all, can I get you an even 16? An
That's
even
not gonna end
16.
well.
I'm at 15, what?
Huh?
15.7. Even
Thomas
16, y'all.
said,
3 more treasures.
"You're not gonna cook." Thomas said, "You're not gonna cook another motherfucking egg in this house, and you're not gonna eat another whole onion. I need my motherfucking onions to put on top of my steak hole. Stay out of
Man.
my motherfucking refrigerator." At this point, y'all motherfuckers is roommates, two girlfriends in a motherfucking house, living in separate bedrooms with a locked refrigerator. It's roommates, bitch.
Damn. A locked refrigerator? That's salty
Mm.
balls.
No, but for real talk, I would lock my shit up too and my cabinets. How she look and sound when she eat food. It's disgusting. I would lock
I
everything
still
up.
don't see where the love at. I like as much crazy as I went through. I ain't never take nothing. I ain't never remove nothing. I ain't never reject for nothing. Most of the time, the few things I was given was getting destroyed. And
No, they're not
that's
in love.
wow.
They're not in love with each other.
You sent
She
it.
did that.
That's
Hold on,
obvious.
y'all. Hold on, hold on,
That's
hold on.
obvious.
Hold on, Joe. Hold on, Tristan. You sent it, cause I don't see it. I ain't get it yet. ZFG
I don't.
underscore big tie. Well, big underscore tie. Damn, where's that? It ain't came through yet. You probably got to request me first. Let me see. I'm about to message
I'm
you.
about to.
I have one quick question, Joe. Can you hear me? Joe. Yo, Joe.
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad.
How did you deal and put up with the way she eat and chew food, the way she's smacking, it falls out of the side of her mouth, and it's just disgusting? And how did you deal with that?
Anytime she had a weird little idiosyncrasy, I tried to either A, find something subjective to make it cute and acceptable, or B, they totally ignored it.
No, hold on. We're
That
gonna
was
have to
pretty much my game rule.
put a C on there because nothing cute about that motherfucking mouth at all. And then ignoring it, she was treating her
I,
like
I, I,
good
I'm
out.
like, yeah, apply one of those two rules to everything, pretty much. That
And then
was pretty much my go-to.
she
Either I
eat
made it into something, or I just ignored. Like I don't even. Well, sort of. If I think in depth, I guess I can remember the kind of how she would go at it because she frequently would
Joe, she ate a whole
order.
raw onion like it was an apple.
Yeah, I was gonna say now that you mentioned certain stuff, yes, but I would try not to point that. When you deal with so much idiocentric stuff and repetition, and you a person who try to deal in logic and routine, you your mind explode pointing out every little thing. So when you notice it, you just go, that didn't happen, and literally wipe it out your head, or try to the best like it didn't happen. That's all you could surmise of it. Like the issue with the alcohol thing that one night, like that went so weird. I had to just wipe that kind. I mean, I remember the instance of it, but how I reacted was
Mm.
way out of what I felt. It's just because I had to wipe the ignorance of the situation out.
And one more thing too, before I feel about her smoking marijuana while she's with child.
Oh yeah, well that's nothing indifferent. I mean, been
Did she
smoking
did
weed for a
other
long
hard
time.
drugs while she was pregnant that you know of?
Drugs, okay, so I've seen her do the coke thing, not when she was pregnant, but in one instance, I think I told you guys about. We went clubbing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, that one instance, but I have not witnessed her other but I've only witnessed her one other time that I'm aware of confirmed to be pregnant. There was supposedly 3 instances she was pregnant, but only one of those I'm absolutely sure she was. The other she could have just been saying, who knows. I don't want to come down on it, but it could have been anything for true sake of it.
I get it. You don't want to come down on her, but you know she already ran you over on the bus
Man,
front way.
right. That's why I said, man,
I
motherfucker, stop
guess
being nice to that bitch. Look, y'all,
Okay.
it's a
I
lock on that
guess
motherfucker.
it ain't that. It's just no. The other thing I was being like I was when I was another thing is that I was talking to the children the other day, and what I
Okay.
realized when I was telling them is to do certain things by example to stay true to yourself. I realized that one of the big things I was telling them is don't just do these things when you're mediated by something. But if it's true to who you are, be true to who you are. It's not just for her, it's for me. It's a respect for myself. That's why I ain't coming down like that.
Well,
Like, no, I mean, I feel bad, but I didn't do any of this stuff. I'm called all of this bad stuff, and I didn't do any of this stuff.
I
Any
feel
of
you.
this stuff.
I
Yeah, so.
feel you, but I'm gonna go ahead and disrespect myself. Fuck her. She ain't
Period.
shit. She gonna be shit.
Big mouth
Fuck.
chewing bitch. That's why you got a motherfucking lock on the fucking
Hey,
refrigerator,
well,
you
y'all
fucking
do. I
kid.
can't be mad at y'all, so,
You a fucking
same thing.
kid. You over that
The
bitch
whole
getting little
in her
girl like a motherfucker. You crack pipes, dope snorting ass whore. Look at you.
mouth.
Look
Look
at
at
you
the mirror.
getting locked out the
Mirror.
refrigerator, bitch. Fuck you, Mirrors.
Mears Jr.
Uh,
Michael Mears Jr.
Michael
Can't,
Mirrors.
can't get you a big ass
oh, God.
fuck her, Joe, because you know why? That bitch took you on national television and tried to turn you into a motherfucking pedophile. I
Period.
don't have a sympathy for her.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. Even though I don't want to speak negatively on her in correlation to the moment, she still don't. That don't win me any favor. I'm not an ambient. I'm well
It's,
aware of that. I don't. If anything, it's less favor because I ain't coming down on y'all. I'm supposed to stop y'all from coming down. That's what it is. Whether I do it or not, it's kind of subsequential.
I
But
know
you
you,
know,
man.
again, it's just for me. I don't see the point in I don't know. You could see a wounded and sad animal, and even though it was dumb enough to run out and slow jaywalk in the street, and when it got hit, it was kind of funny because it kind of wanted to get hit. I kind of feel bad for it because
Hell nah, Joe. She is not no
it's a
wounded.
sad animal.
Not no
Well,
wounded animal. She a big ass python lying in the motherfucking grass, waiting for motherfucker to walk by so she could snatch him by the throat and suck their soul out of their motherfucking ass. That's what she is, a vampire, a soul sucker, a succubus, a demon, a woman without a soul, a woman with no edges, a big, humongous wolf pussy that sucks niggas in and then spits them out dry. That's what she is. A size 15 shoe for a woman. A long-faced alien hoe. That's what she is. A flabby bitch, even doggy style with no ass. That's what she is. She don't get no motherfucking respect over here because she don't want to give nobody else no respect and she never will. And the first chance she can to run you over on that motherfucking bus, she gonna do it over and over and over and over. Whether it's for content, attention, or a cash app, she gonna fucking do it.
right,
I don't want to hear that motherfucker.
right,
She a wounded animal. That bitch ain't never wounded. And the only time she felt wounded when they put the handcuffs on her and stuck her ass in the back of that motherfucking car because she had no control over that. That's the only way she felt wounded. Any other time she was fake crying, fake emotions, acting, pretending, went looking for an Oscar, but she got the Razzie Award. The Razzie Award is for worst acting, if y'all didn't know. So fuck what she talking about, okay? I'm not about to get that bitch no motherfucking poor animal on the road, like road. No. If she on the side of the road, I'm gonna make sure I swerve my Honda to the right to hit that bitch and keep going.
You say, yeah, you put the feel pity for a wounded animal to put it out of its misery, huh, Tristan? He's like, I'm a double run it over. Matter of fact, I need to make sure it's dead. Let me back up. Big. Oh, uh,
Yeah. And that's why it's like I
yeah, I
kind
can't. I know I can't feel mad at nobody for how they feel about any of it because I totally understand. Totally understand. Like when you feel like you just, especially me, feel like you done been ran through the mud for nothing. Like,
of
yeah,
nothing,
no, I
just trying to
totally,
care about somebody. You got fucked
yeah,
over
just
just
like for
trying to love and
real,
care about somebody. That's some bullshit.
for
And
real.
that's why
I'm so for real.
that's why I don't feel bad for Thomas. Like, cause at this point, like at the moment, for a second I did. When he said on that 911
Yeah.
call that he was he felt like he was tricked because he didn't find out that she was bipolar schizophrenic until after the wedding. Well, we clocked that T2 because we brought up a
Yeah.
video. They got married July the 7th. We brought up a video from June the 26th when he was told that. And he told everybody in the live that he can help her. And it was Yahuwah or Yahshua, whatever, the Most High, that brought them together or put him in her life to make her a better woman. So I
Oh
want to know.
yeah, I heard that.
I want to know where is Yahuwah or the Most High when you was making that goddamn 911 call.
Good point. Yeah, where was that special anointment that the Yahuwah, or again, the Most High, whoever they call it anointed you with to use that ability to sustain her at that moment? Or
Mm-mm.
patching to bring her down. Like, if you so special, I mean, I was in plenty of them situations. I ain't have to call the cops. I mean, granted, no lie, I could not calm her down. Like, no lie. But I figured if you was the shit, you would have been able to easily do it. Like, Mary, just calm down. She'd be like, oh, okay. Like, you right, Brody. You better than me. I couldn't do that shit. So far, you ain't did nothing super special. I mean, technically, didn't I do more? I was there longer, and I looked out for them. All of them.
Oh, let me see. Oh, shit.
Mm, 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 mm.
Hold on.
I gotta see that body cam footage eventually. That gonna be interesting. I'm curious to hear the sobbing event.
Man, why did he go all the way up there?
Did somebody just put in the comments, please don't let her come on one day? And well, hell no. She hate me with a passion. I did nothing wrong, and she called me weird and crazy. Like, if anything, she's trying to keep up a certain image. So even if I didn't do squat wrong and whatever, she hate me. That's never that you could be damn skippy of. It's more likely she don't get me killed. That you don't have to worry about. Trust me. From every aspect I could possibly conceive of. Hers, mine, and everything else in between. I think other people who care about me would try to hurt me themselves to prevent that from occurring.
I'm sorry, nah. I'm laughing at something. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm ignorant. Yeah, man. Shit.
Hmm. Mm-mm. Nope, that ship been sailed. Hmm. If she changed her mind,
Man.
shit.
Well, yeah,
That's one
Joe.
thing she don't do.
That's what, man, that shit is crazy though. But like we've been saying it for the longest, you know what I'm saying? And how she just been coming on this motherfucking app just making it seem like she was just in the best relationship. We all are jealous of her and Thomas. We are mad that she's pregnant and so happily married. It's like the 911 call, the report, and the body cam, it just proved to us what we've been saying this whole time, what's been going on with these motherfuckers. We just got proven right. You know what I'm saying? And once again, Muriel, you are gagged like a motherfucker. We done clocked that shit, bagged and toe tagged your ass. So, I mean, what do you have to say for yourself, honey? You keep posting these videos and these little quotes and shit on live, well, on your Facebook or whatever and whatnot, and try to go live across the street and said you were taking a break for 4 months. So, did you take this break for 4 months because you seen the body cam shit coming? Did you see it coming? You seen it coming. I know you had to see it coming because they got the report on your ass. They got the 911 call. I knew you had to see that the body cam was coming. So with that being said, is that why you hiding, girl? Is that why you hiding? I mean, I know you posting little videos and shit on your Facebook or whatever, but bitch, that don't prove to us nothing. You over there living with locks on your refrigerator, bitch. You done told Thomas that he wasn't the baby daddy, and so like, who was the baby daddy? And what is your plans going forward? Cause I mean, even though y'all together, I mean, that still don't make a fuck. Cause from the looks of it, he has a plan for you. While you think you got a plan for him, he got a plan for your motherfucking ass, bitch. And he's collecting a paper trail
Hmm.
on you, bitch. And it ain't gonna be looking too good for you, bitch. So you getting on this motherfucker offering lies, like I said, you can stop it. You can knock it the fuck off with this fuck shit because we know what the fuck going on. And I think that's why you be getting mad and be so pissed off at me and Misha or whatever, because we already clocked this shit. We already said that's why we play the old videos. Just to remind you of the lies that you told. Okay. So I want to know where was Yahuwah, Yahshua, whatever, the Most High. I want to know. I want you to ask Thomas for me. Where was Yahuwah or Yahshua or you know what I'm saying? The Most High when you, my dear, was about to shank this nigga like y'all was in the motherfucking prison yard and fighting over honey buns or the phone call and shit in jail. um where was he at when he called the police on you? Like, well, I thought he put him in your life to control and make you just the best woman possible. To make you this goddess, this what she call herself, this virtuous woman. Um, what else she say she was? The queen.
The Queen of Cardi or
The
the
Cardi B,
Cardi
yeah,
B of
yeah,
the
the Cardi
app.
B of the app, yeah. So, yeah, y'all motherfucker, y'all looking like nah. Cardi B and Offset ain't calling no police on Cardi B. So, yeah, Offset would never. You hear me? So, yeah,
Hell no. Never. Never. Wouldn't even think about no squat like that.
hell no,
Ever.
Offset a real nigga. He ain't man. Listen.
Hell no.
He would
Right.
have smacked that bitch down to the ground, and guess what? She would have deserved every bit of it because a machete is like, you know what I'm saying? That's damn near like what? Like a GUN. That's like a blick. If that motherfucker
Yeah,
touch you or
well,
you touch it, you can chop off your whole hand. Hell, y'all seen she was
yes.
missing about 4 fingers when she was fucking around with that motherfucker the first time, calling it survival training. Bitch, we know you was over that bitch trying to beat on Thomas and cut him up. What was you gonna put Thomas on the grill for the Feast of Tabernacles and Shackles and Dackles and and Sackles and Packles and whatever the fuck it is, that Feast of Unalive Bread and all that shit?
And
Mm.
Muriel, I don't think that your Israelite brothers and sisters would like to see your naked stomach on their Facebook page, as you are a Israelite wife. I think that you should delete that video because you make yourself look stupider and stupider, as you say, and it just doesn't make any sense that you're doing all this for what? Remember, we're nobodies. We're beneath you. So what you trying to prove? Yeah, she posted it for us, but she just be forgetting when she start posting stuff for us. She be forgetting that she has real Hebrew and Israelite sisters and brothers, as she say on her page.
Yeah. That there are a lot of different people from different aspects all viewing her from different points. Yeah. That goes back to why the little amount of content or the least amount is kind of key.
Yeah, sitting over there trying to put on the show. These people trying to figure out why is you even. These people trying to figure. A lot of them folks ain't even on Bigo, so they trying to figure out like why is she up here talking about give me kisses and daddy. That's I thought he was king. Now he daddy. Girl, go ahead on.
Mm.
My bad. Hold on, y'all. Who was in the queue? Get back in the queue. I'm right here. Hold on, y'all.
There's, I still don't believe y'all about that lock on the refrigerator. Talk
Man,
about
listen.
food expensive. Oh,
Wait a
oh.
minute.
There
She had
making
the
that little girl look like a little girl for real.
she had that lock on that refrigerator. Thomas let her eat for the first time, so she had to take the picture because she just ate, and she the way she's sitting on that couch, she slumped into the couch, so it's making her stomach look bigger than what it is. Baby, you need to just go ahead. She just ate. Thomas just fed her. Took the lock off that damn refrigerator.
If he know what's good for him, he better take that shit and be like, "Look, I was joking. I just wanted to see how you was gonna react." Some shit like you better not put that fucking lock on that refrigerator food. You
Man, listen.
be smarter. Be a little bit smarter than that. Like I don't know, put less food into the refrigerator, but don't be so fucking stupid as to put a lock on the side of that bitch and don't think that that bitch not gonna try to cut your shit off in the middle of the night. Like you retarded. You retarded, dude. Don't do that. Like, fuck wrong with you? Pardon the French, but that's the kind of trippy she come off sometimes. Like that's stupid dangerous. Don't do you with fire about to get burned. Like I know he got a plan, but I mean I think it's some stuff he won't do, and that's where she got him beat. I don't think this nothing she won't do. I don't know, but I'll never. I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to test that one, and I like playing, a good gamble every so often, but nah, like them odds just against you. The damage is too devastating if you're wrong.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you good? I'm sitting here thinking.
But
That's
that's the
disrespect to
thing, though.
myself intended with the bitch thing.
Hold on. I bet she goes back to jail messing with Mr. Locks. Home fist of shame, mister. You hear me?
Ooh.
Home Mr. Shame, mister. Oh, that motherfucker bagging and toe tagging that nigga. Damn, Thomas. You letting that bitch beat on you. You over there like an abused woman. That motherfucker was crying with them shorts on. Let's talk about these titties this nigga had. I thought he was built like Hercules. This motherfucker was over there looking like a frail ass little kid with them brown ass motherfucking knees. And I ain't seen no yick down to the knees either, bitch. You, like I said before, that nigga got a camel toe, bitch. You try to get mad at us because we was talking about that camel toe. And that motherfucker had on them loose booty ass boxer shorts with them motherfucking titties down to his goddamn stomach and his stomach over his goddamn yit. That motherfucker had a fupa or a fooder. That's what that nigga had, a fooder. The fat upper dick part, bitch. The fuck? The fuck out of here. You over that motherfucker with that little boy and you beating on that little boy, smacking on that little boy, trying to cut that little boy with that knife, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you? And we supposed to be jealous of what exactly? That motherfucker knees blacker than you, bitch. And he lighter than you. That motherfucker is so pale and frail and stale. And both of y'all can go to hell. And that's just real talk. Swear to God. He over that motherfucker like Mr. Karen. You hear me?
So let me get this straight. He got her when he go to work, because I'm guessing he worked, what, 5-6 days a week. He locked her in his house.
Mm-hmm.
And he got a padlock on the refrigerator. What, he got parental controls on the television too? Like, in a minute, it's gonna be a passphrase on the Xbox, and then all hell gonna break loose. He gonna
Oh
come back, and she
God.
gonna be torched every. I mean, it's sort of, I know, funny, but it's kind of, to me, I know it's right up the alley. Like, he gonna get an alert on his phone, like the door been open. And it's gonna be nonchalant, and then he don't know it, but that's because she had to open the door to take everything outside, so she can sit it on the lawn and either pull out a water hose or spray water on it, or set it on fire or something. Like,
Man, he locked her in the house because the bitch cut off the camera. Supposedly she covered the ring light or whatever outside of the door. My thing is, a bitch ain't doing that just to be playing with you or to get a response out of you. She was really trying to bring a motherfucker over there to the house. So I guess the way he got the alarm code set up, do he got it set up to where he could change it while he, like, from his phone at work?
probably if he can access it through his phone, then yeah, he
Wow.
should be able to change it like that.
Wow. So yeah, she tried to, you know what I'm saying? But man, see, that's what I said. I need to find a motherfucker like him as far as of just to get the ultimate bullshit off on. Because man, ain't no way in hell motherfucker that I fuck with, man, that nigga on his way home. Fuck, he clocking out. And he the supervisor, man. Hey, y'all hold this shit down. I'll be right
Right,
back. You feel me?
right,
Nigga coming
right.
home on
Like,
my
that's
ass.
the.
Fuck you talking
But
about.
that's something else that used to get to me, that was, it was undeniable, is I used to like being at work more
Mm-hmm.
than I felt like I should have, like way more than I thought I should have. I used to, let
Mm-hmm.
me put it this way, I used to like the overtime, and it wasn't for the extra pay. And it was like, that's not good.
Yeah, it's on
It
La T channel backup. Yeah. It's on, just type La T channel on YouTube. I can't show it. You welcome. Joe, you know she's gone. She's done so much. Nah, shit, B go be on some bullshit, and I ain't about to get my live hit for that shit. Hell nah. Yep, I
Yeah, I can
mean,
see that got cameras around the whole house. I mean, the thing is they got to be kind of diversive. You can't.
Joe, I got a
It's
quick
like,
question.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
if her family have actually sat down and watched any of her YouTubes, or have Stephanie seen the one where Samaya was abused? Oh,
yes. No, Stephanie be telling me about stuff all the time.
oh God.
Yep, yep. 9 times out of 10, Stephanie listening to this. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey,
I gotta check for her tag name, but it's a good chance she in here.
Steph. It's my girl.
Or was at some time. Uh-huh. No,
That's
she
my
she she
girl.
be super helpful. No, the family is awesome. They super helpful and keep me in the loop of stuff. I try to keep same, and kind of get switch off with stuff, but they always super forward with me. They always been like that though. They ain't never changed. That's something else that's I mean, consistent. They the same as they were then. When I first broke up with her and I left her, me and her father and Stephanie all went and hung out with her uncle and stuff, and they was all I thought they was gonna be feeling some kind of way and stuff. No, they were like, don't be a stranger, don't be a stranger. Pretty much like, okay, if I'm sorry, everything didn't work. We knew A, B, and C, blah, blah, blah. But we always liked you, so don't be a stranger. Pretty much, that's why I was able to stay in the loop like that.
Right. And that's what I said. Like, when, okay, I understand it's no mother out here like your mother, right? But that lady has been in their life for a very long time, and she a good woman, you feel me? And she try to be there,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, taking care of those kids, I mean, in the most best way possible. And she's doing such a good job. And even the job she did with her own kids, you understand what I'm saying? That she was something like, or could have been something like, a mother figure to this woman. So can't nobody give me no bullshit as far as of, oh, she didn't have her mama in her life. Well, it ain't nothing like your own mama. Yeah, but life happens. You feel me? So it's not bad to, resort to the best thing close to it. And that's Stephanie. You could have learned a lot from her. You could have got plenty of help from her. I mean, she could have been
Hmm.
there more and better than what your mom have been doing, and you wanted to go
Well,
against the
words are
grain.
unspoken this night.
You right,
Yep.
but that's what I'm saying. So she wasn't missing out on the mother figure, because she had three grandmothers, right, Toya, and a wonderful stepmother, and she chose
Yep.
otherwise.
Yeah, no, and I can attest to that. I didn't have the pleasure of meeting some incredible women in my life, and
Mm-hmm.
of her grandmother and of Stephanie, they are definitely two of the best, and they gave, and they not just gave, still again, I expressed that to all my better understanding. Stephanie still feels that way. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure that a significant portion of her is appalled with the action, but it
Yeah.
don't dismiss the love. The same way it is with her father, in very similar way with me, appalled
Mm-hmm.
by the action. Like, but it don't provoke this abuse hatred where I want. I mean, you get me. To that sense, it had to nurture itself into something else,
Mm-hmm.
like because that you just can't be like that.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, and Stephanie's so amazing. She even when I had moments and I had to sit down and because I had in depth talks with Stephanie and was saying how it was affecting me and
Mm-hmm.
how I thought about it even when it brought
Oh,
this
hold on,
this
Tristan. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead, Joe.
just really quick.
yeah, no, just how it came to me like that. So, but she
Right,
was really 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 instrumental in helping me to look at it in the best way.
Joe. Just like really quick before I drop down, nobody
Yeah,
on
shoot.
here hates her personally. We definitely despise her actions towards her kids, towards other people, but we don't hate her or we want to see her like dead in the ground or nothing. No,
Mm-hmm.
we all want better for her, but she don't want better for herself, and we can see past her bullshit.
Right.
That's why
Right.
it's off as, oh, we don't like her, or we on our
No,
head.
I know. No, I know, and then I know the other aspect of it too is that you guys don't see the family, and I totally get it. I can't come down. I see, again, the part that's appalled with me. You saw how I felt like it when I let that out of all of these years get dragged out of me the way that it was, and I didn't realize it was still so close to the surface. It just, but it just. Appalled by the action. I wish the best. I want the best. I never had any bad intentions. I tried to help from behind the scene. Even with it's like the stuff that I was doing for them before that was pissing her off. That wasn't for her attention or nothing, or that was literally just because I was glad. I was thankful to be able to see them again and stuff. It was like, so, but I get how all of this stuff, it works like that. So that's not, I wish the best. I hope the best. I do know what's most for stuff, the direction that it seemed to be going, and all I can do is offer the best of what I can see and hope that it go heated, even though et cetera, etc. But I totally get it. I give it to the best that I can. That's all I can give. That's all I can think anymore about it. I love them while they here. At least that's what she taught me.
Period.
Yep. You know who you is? Most certainly. Yeah, but no, I totally get it, Tristan. I know that y'all don't like that, but I get it. Appalled by the action and a whole different kind of concept too. Because again, you seen it seep out a little bit. I'm appalled enough, not just by that action, but the lack of the apology. Like at one point, again, I don't really need it like that no more. But at one point, that really had me heated. Like you can hate and all of that other stuff, but you really technically not just owe me this for me, but you owe me this for you. This shows that you have matured. You can recognize how wrong you were, how screwed up that was, and take recognition for that and that solely, and how you approach saying and wording that and everything else from now on in the future will be altered for that as a demonstration of your growing. But again, that's the wish. I don't, all I can do is wish. I can't force that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I played a video. I want to say it was like my first time really like having a one-on-one with her and talking to her. And that's all she gave was excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. It don't matter what you said to her, right? She had an excuse for it. Even if it was a bullshit
Yeah.
ass excuse or not. But
I
she
know.
doesn't listen to take heed. She listened to just respond.
Yep. To give you opposition, it ain't gotta really be sensible. It's not even
Mm-mm.
thought out before it's said. It's said and
Mm-mm.
then thought out. Well, it's said and then she defended. It's not really thought out that well afterwards.
Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? With that motherfucker, boy, I swear she remind me of motherfucker like a motherfucker, boy. They always think they right. They always respond and, you know what I'm saying, just want to respond even though they sound stupid as fuck. And just, always want to be
Yeah.
right. Even when it don't even make sense. Like the shit don't even make sense. It don't. And that's why I said it's like you're
Yeah.
not bothering nobody by posting videos of your stomach and Thomas rubbing your feet and you sitting over there. Like it don't you was back over there, y'all celebrated the tents of feast of tabernacle, whatever the fuck that shit is called. Y'all celebrated this shit. Yeah, you was back over there. That ain't what we saying. What we saying is it's your whole relationship been some bullshit.
Basically. That's, yeah, basically.
Right, coconuts. Like he over there eating those edibles just to take his mind off of shit now. Now she probably got the nigga doing gummies. I don't know if it's stimulants or the make it or enhancements to make him get hard or whatever. Or the gummies that's the edibles with the weed in it. I don't know what the fuck it is. But now, yeah, he looks stressed the fuck out. He looks
Oh
stressed the
yeah,
fuck
that's another key sign. That's another key sign. Then you'll be stressed all the time. All the time. You're stressed when you don't really feel like you should be stressed about anything. Like most people be stressing about real stuff like, oh damn, I got this car note and I got insurance payment, but I only got enough for one of these boys. They both due tomorrow. Like, not them kind of life stresses, or damn, the car just broke down, but I gotta be to work tomorrow. I gotta pay for gas to fix the car. Not them kind of life problems, like just stressed out about nothing. Like, stressed out about going home. Like, that's gonna start to screw with you. Trust me. It's gonna start to screw with you on a psychological level. You're gonna start to question and get angry at yourself and everything around you. And then it's gonna affect who you are. You're gonna start portraying how you feel on the inside to everything around you.
Right.
Then that's when he's really gonna start to trip you out. Trust me, you're gonna get pissed off one day randomly as a mug. You just gonna let it go. Especially knowing Thomas. I noticed how he pick his profanity and stuff even more cultured than me. Especially how I was some time ago, around the time I met her. Nope. You're gonna get pissed off one day. Something idiocentric out the way that's just gonna be just enough the straw to break the camel back, and you're gonna nut up way more than you know you should, but you're not gonna be able to stop. And that's all she wrote. Be some random stuff too. Driving down the street, going home from work one day, and you thinking about it, not really wanting to come home to whatever idiocentric thing you about to come across, and then a stupid squirrel decided to run across the street, and you just gonna get real pissed. I mean, extra pissed. Pull over, start throwing rocks at it and screaming and stuff. People like, what's wrong with you? Like, you don't even know. Like, it ain't even about the squirrel. Like, dude, whole life messed up. He don't even know. He don't even know what he doing with himself. He's sitting here asking himself, what am I doing with myself? Trust me. Then that's when you gonna know that I'm telling you the truth. Telling you. Yeah, that's...
That shit be crazy.
I'm telling you.
That shit is
power to him,
great. Shorty, wow. She is wow. Thomas should be stressed. Married a psychotic stranger and got her pregnant. Pure foolishness. Man, listen. If that shit, I don't know what the fuck he was on. What I guess I don't know. I understand the love at first sight thing. I know that it's possible, but I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in taking a second look, but nah, hell nah. Ain't no way in hell. I would have had a problem with a motherfucker wanting to marry me in 30 days. I would have seen that being a problem. Like, nigga, what's going on with you?
Yeah, depending on the situation though too. But it's the person. It's like I can see catching the right person in the right circumstance and the situation be in slightly indifferent. It's a couple. It depends. But yeah, in a particular situation, it obviously don't look right, especially for it not to be for money or something obvious. You know, one of y'all dying or for it's for money or for one of y'all is an immigrant and you need legal status. I don't know. You know, something is obvious. Oh, okay, like, yeah, that's a little bit more. Even the people who be on those shows, like the Married in 30 Days or at First Sight, You know, even
Right.
they stories make a bit more sense because when they stay, especially for the backstory of them, where they
Mm-hmm.
come from, that stuff. But yeah, no, this is it seemed publicity. Scream it.
And that's what I said. Like, damn, was he that desperate for love and
Right.
companionship? Like, what the fuck was really going on with this guy? Cause,
Yeah, that's the age question. Like
eh,
whatever he came out of before probably is a big answer to all of that.
but even if he didn't want to believe what people was, sending him or sending his family or whatever, even if he didn't want to believe that, right? You would have been curious of it, right? And I would have been. I'm. Well, I would think that a man would at least want to know more about the situation. Like, okay, you got 7 of your kids took, right? So
Right.
you're not just about to just let a motherfucker tell you that, right? And not want to at
Right.
least go to a counseling session or go to a meeting or, you know what I'm saying, meet the caseworkers or whatever, or be around for these conversations he
Obviously,
has.
anybody who's center minded and decently average educated and sensible, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anybody I assume who can notice that something is knowledge will try to use that to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume that he is looking at all of this. Like that's probably the biggest piece of it. Like I've already from the very beginning, it was obvious what the main structure of this was for her. But like I'm sure all of you have been trying to figure out like what really do he get out of this? Like a lot of people theorize that he's got some kind of alternate motive. Even they speculate getting the kid and stuff. It's like I don't know. That's just some stuff defies certain stuff for me. It seemed like he gonna get even to a point where he gonna realize that having a child, even if that was possible for it to be the child, when he realized that's too dangerous. Like take I don't know, a warning from every one of her other baby daddies. No offense to it, Muriel, but they don't want to be around you. None of them. So, wouldn't it mean the reason if I don't know, same process?
But as a man, right now, if you dating a woman or you married a woman or whatever, right, and you go to her visitation with her and her kids, right? Now, if her baby daddy walked through the door and he has so much aggression towards you, would you look at that like that was kind of odd? Like looked at it like what this man problem with me for? Or is that just women?
One of the questions. Nope. One of that. I mean, that would be one of like three different questions.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely would be one. Probably the first question on my mind. Secondly, is like why? Like why are you exemplifying any form of aggression towards me
Mm-hmm.
at all? Like why? What did she do or did I do or in that sense of it did cause that? And like how do you even know of me like in that sense? What to give this validity to this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it kind of that kind of sense. And then whatever it is that I could try to mediate the situation. So if it's in the best interest of them children at the moment and her, for me to not be present at this particular visit or that moment, I politely and intelligently excuse myself. And later on I'll revisit with her trying to figure out, why he feel the way he do, especially approach it with aggression. It's
Right.
one thing for you to be dismissive, but for you to be aggressive mean
Mm-hmm.
you have to be forward or forceful. So yeah, that definitely would, and be super curious. Like if I haven't met him or given him any direct reason that I'm aware of to
Mm-hmm.
feel this manner, then obviously this had to be coming from a third party, i.e., her.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, or what did you do, or imply, or however you want to word it, that made this occur like this? And then, were you aware of this possibly transpiring beforehand, i.e., you talked to him and know he had this dislike for me, and you didn't say anything to me, and you knew he was gonna be here? Like, why? That also.
Right, because I know a motherfucker would be questioning me like, is y'all fucking? Like, what's his problem?
Like a hope, yeah, it would be, yeah, basically, I'd be a little bit more cultured about it, but basically, like enough questions when I'm done. I want to know everything, like why he feel any kind of thing whatsoever. Because the best that I can understand is he should look at me like I don't know him. I know somewhat of him, but nothing that would comprise me to formulate an opinion outside of knowing of him. So he should feel the same way. Like he can't say I'm a bad person or good nothing. He don't know me. He shouldn't. Definitely not enough to show hostility.
Right, PJ. Men is naturally territorial, so that's what I'm saying. Like a motherfucker with
Right.
an
I'm like, that's
ASAP,
another
like,
thing. That's weird. Right. That was like that. That would definitely kind of come off kind of odd to itself. Yeah, true that. But and again, they say he didn't want too much to do with anybody interconnected with her. I'm sure that she's had her talks about um, interconnecting with his family, but vice versa. I'm pretty sure as well she's also had talks with him about him connecting with her family. Because we had instances like that too, where she would get on me about how I didn't interact with them in a certain way. Like even with her grandmother Gladys and stuff. And it was like, it's not that, it's just that I got a different relationship that you know about, and I put on a certain just to keep you at a certain arm's length from you certain stuff you don't need to know for everybody's sake. But it was but it obviously showed itself after the fact. Like me and Gladys were way closer than I think she knew, even after we had the one incident, which was by Gladys's grace forgiven.
but that's what I want to know. Like, for, uh, I mean, what, like for him, I understand some guys not really wanting to be like, like, oh, I want to meet the parents type shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of guys do be wanting to meet a woman's mother, because if you get a glimpse and get to know a woman's mother, you could kind of have a good idea of how that woman gonna be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. No, you actually absolutely right. That's what at least that's what I've been told to the extent of men versus women too, because they say women prefer to look at the father to especially when they exemplify men that they look for not just in his father but their own father to exhibit certain traits.
Right.
So I can definitely see that, and especially for someone who's really family oriented, supposedly on his side. I've heard that it's even distanced his relationship with his own family, and it had a similar fashion with mine. It wasn't, I don't think it's pronounced, because I've heard rumors that he doesn't socially gather with his family the same way. I gathered with mine the same. It's just me and her frequently argued about it. But she would push on to me to be more like, I went to a bunch of her family events. They always wanted me to come to family events. I went to a lot. So I think that was another thing that pushed the arguments. Like, well, you always come to our family. Well, I don't know how to say. Well, they request me to come. My family requests you not to come.
Wow.
I don't know. Well, basically, I know, just didn't want to go there. So I would either manipulate myself around it slightly or let her come.
So was it like the first
don't.
time they met her, they didn't like her, or like y'all done got into it and they already kind of had their perception of her?
No, they didn't. My family didn't start having the pity pat back and forth until maybe the third instance. It wasn't that they didn't like her or showed her any hostility of any sort when they first met her. She just seemed so. My family is really, really good at reading in between the lines, and so they see BS a mile away. And so she put on this persona like everything was happy-go-lucky. But my family kept looking at my demeanor and how I interacted with her.
All right.
And they instantly peeped at what she was saying, and even what I was saying wasn't what was going on. And I couldn't lie to them or hide it. I tried to make it seem not as psychotic as it was, basically by trying to hide the crazy stuff we was going through that we shouldn't have been going through. And they was like, well, we kind of could speculate to a small degree. We don't know much about her, but AB, that don't make sense. And then, she kind of off, I don't take it the wrong way, but the way she come off is like she know everything about nothing. Like she make it sound smart and educated to people who not smart and educated. But it's not that though, because like she don't know it, but she met my younger cousin who was like 4 years younger than her at the time, and my cousin has a master's degree. Well, all of us have degrees. So it's stuff like that. So it's like my family is well educated, and so they like I give you another. My aunt just started dating this one other, and the rest of my family all met him before me, and they came to me the same thing. It's like as soon as I met him, I'm like, yeah. But it's kind of not fair because I ain't trying to cast judgment on the dude, but I know y'all read exactly for what it is. Right. And it was like, dude, a slick talker. He talk out the side of his neck. He say one thing, make it sound really good, but you keep talking to him, he gonna keep telling you more stuff, and it's gonna conflict with what he just said. And surely enough, as soon as he introduced himself, he just started giving me random bits of info ain't nobody asked for. And then after a few minutes, he started giving more info, and then it started conflicting with the stuff he had previously said. And I'm just sitting there agreeing and thinking to myself, like, holy crap, they're totally right. Dude, is shit talking. Wow. Like, yeah, but no, that's how they do. And you see how my aunt interacts with him in certain, like, you can see the similar infatuation, but she's not ignorant. So she, you'll point to little stuff. I don't want to make it seem like that, but needless to say that my family is good at reading into that kind of stuff. Right. So that definitely didn't help. Like she used to get on me talking about you say this and you say that to them and they hate me and it's all because you say all of this, and I'm like, no, you have no idea. It's because how you make me feel, and I can't hide it from them. And I go and I see them all the time because they're my getaway. They make me feel neutral and happy. And the best time I feel is when I'm with the kids by myself or with my family. Pretty much. And they could tell. I can't hide it. I tried, but they could tell. And all we do is sit there for 20 minutes and you just be staring off into the TV. It's like, that's not something I could do when I'm near with you. And just have a smile on my face. Like, that ain't normal.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's pretty much what it was. And so she used to get really angry about that. But it was nothing I could really... I tried to mediate it. I really did. I tried to talk up the best parts that I could and make other stuff look like it wasn't as critical as it was. It was more of a misunderstanding kind of concept, but she just kept adding fuel to the fire.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how that went. And then I'm sure it's gonna be something similar. But that makes me think about him too with her family. Like, just where's that connection at? Like, he's so family oriented, and I'm surprised she's not more pushed towards her family too, especially with the reunification of her children and everything. Like, if this the man you married, you should expect that this no less. That I don't even understand how that's a question at all.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
about having security for them independent of him. Like, you should look at them children as an extension of not just her, but extension of everything you want. That's how I did. Like, all I wanted was the best for them. Forever.
but
Like, I
right,
don't even get that.
but the thing is though, like it goes to show what type of motherfucker he is too, because they said when when he first had came to the visitation, and like Samaya was looking at him like, damn, you can't speak. The nigga ain't speak to the kids or nothing. But
Yeah.
he
No, well, they already kind of they opinions of it.
but he wanted
Yeah.
Cooper's attention. That ain't odd to you?
Right. No, it's 100% odd, and I know a lot of people look at it kind of odd, and so they ain't because I know he probably they weren't my biological kid. That's not really relevant at all. I don't strategically look at it like the fruits of my loins type of thing, but a concept that these are kids that look to me for inspiration in the same sense that and I think I've given you guys a story about my friend Rick plenty of times. Like, the same sense I look to him. My father wasn't shit. The man who gave me his genetics wasn't shit.
Right.
If I met him in a crowd, I wouldn't pick him out for nothing. If God, he was standing, go up, in order for this man to get into these gates, somebody need vouch for. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Right.
I don't know this man. Like, nothing. But Rick, I die for. And it's because he instills certain things in me and make me feel like the best human being I could ever be. Even when I fall short, he make me strive to want to be better. And when they look at me, that's how I feel. And that's why I want to do that. That's how I feel. That's why I feel like that. That's why, and I'm like, I can't even grasp how you couldn't feel that same way towards them in that same sense, especially for someone you claim to be in love with as their mother. Mm-hmm. Like, and she should have that same extension. Like, there's nothing I wouldn't do for them, especially in a sense for something that they need. Mm-hmm. I don't ever want to get like too much, because in a sense I don't want to spoil the squat out of them like that, but like my own. If I have it, it's theirs. If they need it, I'm coming. If they ever need me for anything, it's not a biological thing. They genuinely mean certain stuff. Like, I could tell you stuff. I don't want to go into deeper stuff because I ain't supposed to, but it's stories that'll make you, so that kind of got me a little bit. Just, I didn't understand that. Mm-hmm. Like, especially for a man who want to be so family oriented. Like, maybe we would have another child, a biological child, but I wouldn't look at my biological child with her as any indifferent than them either. They're all my children.
Right.
I love them all equally. I die for each and every one of them, and I want to see the very best for all of them.
And that's what's up. And that's what's up. And that's what, because like I said, like, them kids need, you know what I'm saying, positive man figures, like, in their life, like, you and Gerard, and, you know what I'm saying, and Quinn and stuff like that. They need that, because I can only imagine the stories them kids can tell and have told. I know they are very
Man,
traumatic. I know it's like,
I'm telling you, they tell me stuff that be like, what?
Yes.
Be like, what?
Yes.
You know, like I'm like, man, you know, you ain't never think that you could get angry before. If you ever
Yeah.
thought you
You,
could
yeah.
let quote unquote your kid tell you something like some stuff, like I
Yeah.
ain't never felt protective like that before.
Right.
Like you know, like oh man, that's a feeling.
That shit,
Hmm.
listen, you ain't gotta tell me, I know. And that's what the fuck be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? That's what be fucking with me. And
Yeah,
that's
right.
what I
That's what
get
gets
when,
you.
you know, a
Yeah,
lot of people.
right. No, I know that's what y'all be really looking at too. And I know, I trust me, I get that passion to the
Mm-hmm,
root of my soul. I do.
mm-hmm,
Trust me, I do. And that's why I had to stay and I had to make the promise I did to Stephanie about taking them to they visitations with Patrick and stuff. Cause that was the mixed feelings I had for that situation
mm-hmm,
was not pretty, and that wasn't probably gonna end good for either one of us, truthfully.
mm-hmm.
Truthfully.
So did
And
Patrick
so
decide
no,
not to see the kids no more after you took them?
so I didn't end up taking them. I ended up
Okay.
just thinking for the best of everything, and to
Mm-hmm,
make sure I could keep that copacetic. Their grandfather ended up taking them,
mm-hmm,
but to my knowledge, he did show it was as expected. I guess for all understanding, and
mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I have to double check for the next upcoming, but I don't think that they want to go forward with anymore. I doubt he would show up anymore. I think that it was just this one was a her kind of pushing at him type of thing, and as a part of that lively control she got on his soul somehow for the rest of
Mm-hmm.
eternity or whatever, at least as long as he living, she forced him to cooperate to that extent. So
And you know what? When I heard that Patrick was having a visitation with them, I knew, and I said this on my live, that she forced him. She got on that phone and called
yep,
Patrick, got a hold of Patrick,
yep.
and made him go, or told him and made him do it. Like,
By a
I
bunch of
know
different
her.
stuff.
I
She
know that.
threatened him, she manipulated him, she
Mm,
cursed him, a bunch of different manners. She even probably got so down on him and started getting on him like, you gonna let that man come in here again and take care of your children, paying that kind of stuff. Getting on him
mm.
like that and stuff again. You gonna let him try
And
to
that's,
take your children again? Some
but
squat like that. Like, yeah.
that's the fucked up thing about it. She didn't do it because she felt like the kids need to reunite with their father or something like that. Because, as you know, Mirrors, and as anybody knows, he played a big part in the abuse of the kids as well. So, with that being said, you didn't look at it like, no, maybe it's too soon, my kids probably don't want to see him, it is best probably that they not see him. No, she solely only did that when you came into the picture and was a caregiver and was supposed to take them
Right.
to the thing. That's what made her force
Yeah,
it.
out of spite. Yep, totally out of spite. A profuse hatred for no reason.
And it's fucked
He
up.
not
That's
he not
fucked up.
completely on my side and subservient, so I'ma crush him like an ant. Show him he a pawn. As
And
best I can
I don't
understand. I guess
understand it.
that was the
Like,
attempt of it.
but
Yeah, that was the attempt, I guess.
it was, but this is the thing. Why do she get, like, what is it that she
Off
is
on
not
that.
understanding, that is continuing the abuse of the children, when that's where the abuse came from you and him being in a toxic relationship, showing them kids too much, doing too much around them. So you are still trying to abuse these kids mentally and, you know what I'm saying, physically, due to the, and emotionally, due to the fact of forcing them to be around this man again, or forcing this man to see them. when he probably didn't even want to, because it shouldn't have took her calling him or any of that. He should have been front row and center all the time if he really wanted, if
Right.
he really loved his kids, or he really wanted to be there for his children. But we know it ain't none of that. You still wanted to place abuse on these kids and make these kids go through horrible moments or relive horrible moments in their minds when they saw his face. That's
Right.
fucked up.
Yep.
And it's like, what? Why? And it's always about you. It's never about nobody else, or it's not even about the children at this point. It's like, what type of bitch are you? Like, you are that fucking sick. You are that sick. Right. Like, her just wanting to be on, cause, and that's the thing though, with the visitation when she brought Thomas up there. You left the twin babies unattended to go outside to be out there or be around Thomas when Cooper pop up. So Cooper can see you with your new man. You didn't give a fuck to sit down with the kids and to make your twins remember you, and you know what I'm saying? Try to like spend every moment and every second, because that time is so short that y'all are spending
Yep.
together. You didn't want to enjoy every moment and second with your kids that you getting back, that you miss so much, or you want back in your life. You didn't do none of that. You wanted to make Cooper jealous. Like, bitch, how old are you?
Hmm.
Like, I could give a fuck less about a motherfucking nigga. If I'm seeing reuniting with my kids and visiting my babies, and then I'm noticing or paying attention and seeing that my babies don't even remember me, that right there would have crushed me. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to breathe at that moment. I would have had a fucking heart attack. And I know it will never be me, because ain't nothing like that going down over here. But for the fact that
Hmm.
you ran outside, left the babies unattended to run outside or running out wherever the fuck you ran to, just so Cooper can see you and clear face ass Thomas out in the hallway. And then Thomas' response to it all is not, hi, how y'all doing? I'm Thomas. You know, and properly introduce himself like the man he claim he is. No, it ain't about that. You know, really getting to meet her children, who are wonderful children, who are wonderful kids at the end of the day. Bright, beautiful kids. You didn't
Hmm.
want to meet the kids. You was so focused on Cooper not speaking to you like some type, like a bitch, like the bitch you are, because you was a bitch ass nigga. You pancakes off, crying like a bitch. I just can't get over that fact. But you wanted Cooper to introduce himself or speak to you like a man, or no, he's jealous and he was checking out your physique. Thomas, we looked at your physique today, nigga, and you over that bitch like a baby girl. You got titties, motherfucker. You got a fupa. You got all type of shit going on with you, nigga, and ain't no Hercules, bitch. Muriel, if you get on this motherfucking app or the next app or Facebook or any of that trying to show off and lie about that funny looking ass motherfucker you over there married to, bitch, I will drive to Detroit in your voice. Detroit on the eastern side, bitch, in your voice, and smack piss down your legs, bitch. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life get on this bitch and speak Like this nigga is coming through, okay, with swag and cute. He got his body, girl. You wanted somebody to want that motherfucker because you don't even want him, bitch. You just over that motherfucker accepting whatever the fuck said I will marry you. That's it. But
I
man,
heard
looking at
something
that
about
motherfucker in
how,
his boxer shorts, man, I thought I was looking at kitty porn
yeah,
for a second.
I heard
Man,
something about how he was supposed to, not just how everybody was supposed to be wanting him, but how women was gonna be inboxing him and stuff. They just was waiting for the opportunity to do just such. I was still waiting to hear. I mean, anywhere. I was just curious about any of them because that's the other thing. I ain't got more inboxes than a little bit. No lie. Like I was not expecting that from Bigo show out. Like not just the support, but the interest. It was a blow for me. So I'm curious, like who was inboxing him? Like for
and
real.
that's the thing. I don't even think. Listen, if motherfuckers got a hold of Thomas through email, Thomas cannot pull up one screenshot or one email verifying or showing us that a woman was interested in him. And if so, let's just say that that might have been the case. Nigga, you were being trolled, okay? Whoever that person was not serious. They were probably just getting in your inbox to spite that bitch. But I put my last dollar on it. Ain't nobody trying to
Yeah,
holler at that nigga.
I have to lean on that side with you, Ty. I'm pretty willing to put some money on that bets too. I take
Yeah.
5 to 1 odds.
Like,
Yeah.
come on now.
I like I'm pretty humble by myself, so I'm willing to lose, but I still get 5 to 1 odds on that one because I'm really doubting it. It don't seem the most high material to me. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know too
No,
much about them. So.
listen. Take two toothbrushes, right? Take two toothbrushes and put an egg on top of them. That's Thomas.
He said he was supposed to be. Oh.
He got long arms, long legs, a short ass body. I I I I don't know what the fuck. This bitch talk about Hercules. You mean Stretch Armstrong? Like for real? I couldn't believe what the fuck I saw. And I'm like, and
Sound like a
he had the
Frosty the
nerve.
Snowman body.
But it was so serious, and you could tell he was scared because this nigga ain't put on a shirt, a white beater, or nothing. This motherfucker, this bitch that hyped this nigga head and make him think that he is all that in the bag of chips. He came outside with no shirt on. That is embarrassing. And I know them police
Well,
officers was
again.
trying not to laugh at that motherfucker. I know they was like, they was probably looking at that motherfucker like, man, this nigga a bitch. He a bitch.
Oh man, no,
She know how to pick 'em, boy. One thing I can say, cause baby, shit, yep, Muriel, you did your big one with Thomas. You sure in the fuck did. You did your big one with him, girl. Like I said, you gave me content as far as of just sitting on this motherfucker and roasting that funny looking motherfucker for hours. You gave me enough caps and roast to goddamn it bag and toe tag both of you motherfuckers forever. Okay.
Retrospective every time she go live for 30 minutes or more. I say at least a minimum of 30-minute increment. It's enough content for every single broadcaster that I've witnessed to have enough at least for a week every time she go live. I mean, she was doing it like a couple times sometimes in a single day, so it was like,
She
yeah.
a mess. She a hot ass mess. And that's what like I wanted to go back on a couple videos. Let me see. Cause that's what it was so crazy because me and my peoples was telling me like, hey man, I gotta go look at a couple videos because it seemed like she was just too thirsty to get around certain men. Like whatever man that was willing to let her come and see them or visit them or whatever, she was too thirsty to do it. So it was like, okay,
Right.
so was you trying to put a baby on these niggas? And Thomas just ended
Yeah,
up
so
being the dummy.
yeah, he just was copacetic enough with enough stuff going on to fit the bill. So she had what I assume was
They said this is
basically
Thomas.
multiples on they.
Damn, I don't know if y'all can see it. Hold on, let me. Hold on, y'all. Let me. That's the egg. Hold
Uh-uh.
on. Y'all see?
They're like Humpty Dumpty little brother.
He cried, and the egg is crying. The egg crying, y'all. Look, y'all see the egg crying. This is Thomas. She'll put a fro on that motherfucker. Hold on, let me see. Let
Oh.
me put a fro on this nigga. Hold on. Y'all know I'm childish. Hold the fuck on. Let me get a better
That's
screenshot.
a good representation too, a raw egg, cause fucking with her ass, no matter how it end up, you gonna end up cooked one way or another.
Man, listen, you
Scrambled,
hear me?
beat, poached, boiled, hard boiled, soft boiled. Oh man.
Hold on. I hate myself. I'm so stupid. Hold on. Hey, I'm so fucking ignorant. I promise I am. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Look at Thomas, y'all.
Uh-uh.
He is
Now you gonna have
crying.
people using that as their profile picture and putting that shit on t-shirts and shit.
Y'all know I'm stupid. Y'all know I ain't got no sense. Hold on, let me put Thomas in that motherfucker. Man. Man, look, that's him at the wedding. Oh God. Oh God. Hey, y'all know I ain't got no sense. That is fucking comedy. And the white parts is the gray hair, y'all. Fuck. Man, yeah. That shit crazy, Joe. But nah, yeah, you gonna have to hit me up on the back end though. Yeah. We gotta
No,
talk.
most certainly, Ty.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep, I'm gonna keep throughout the loop. I'm gonna keep listening in, and I want to eventually hear that. I'm curious to see the body cam footage videos. I
yeah,
already kind of got speculation about what it is, but I just want to fill in little blanks to it. But I already got a good idea how it went.
oh
Basically,
no, it's
her yelling.
my girl, I think she recorded the live. I don't think that the body cam is out there, but um the live that it was in, she just recorded that live so you can hear and see, some of it or
They
whatever.
have the recording of the confrontation with the officers
Yeah,
prior
the
to the
body
arrest.
cam. Hmm.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm curious to hear.
the actual
I
body
want to
cam.
hear how he go at it versus her, but I'm pretty sure she was just pretty upset and he was frantic but neutral about it,
Fake
kind of
crying.
tempered, basically tempered about it, and she was like trying to but letting it like get heated. She was probably being profane and everything, so I
She
already
was
know.
crying,
Yeah,
fake crying, and then screaming his name like, "You're gonna let them arrest me,
yeah,
Tommy?"
blaming stuff on him. I'm about to say, yeah, blaming stuff on him.
Yeah, she
Yep.
tried to do it
Oh
on the
yeah.
911 call. She tried to say he beat a dog on live. He said, "Show me where I did that." She she ain't have nothing to say but him beating the dog. She tried to make up a lie and say he beat the dog.
That's what I thought she said. Okay.
Like,
Abusive
girl, if
now.
you don't shut
You
up.
better watch out. You better watch out, Thomas. You an animal abuser now. That's a short burst from
Right.
being a
She couldn't put abuse on
pedophile.
him because she the one who used to making the police call. So due to him calling the police on her, he beat her to the punch. She ain't had shit to say, but the nigga beat the dog on live. He said, "Man, show me where I did that at." Like a motherfucker would have
Wow.
caught it. Even if she
Wow.
went
Yeah.
live on Facebook
Yeah, I'm
and
like, if
ended
it
the
was on
live.
live, y'all would have clowned him for that
Man,
instantly. He wouldn't
listen.
have got away with that, right?
Anytime the bitch go live, listen, motherfuckers be on deck. Motherfucker will see it. So even if she was actually on live, going live and deleted the live, it don't matter. It still would have got caught. Hey, sexy. Ooh, I had a burp. Sorry. Hey, baby. But yeah, if somebody would have caught it, somebody would have got that. Like, girl, you is such a liar. You ain't had nothing to say, and you make up that lie. You couldn't even lie and say that
Right
nigga
on the
hit you.
spot, that quick. Right there on the spot, that quick. She pretty much looked over at him, realized she was mad, seen the dog, and was like, her light bulb just went off.
Man, she a fucking
Wow.
liar.
I'm telling you, he lucky that he kept her off her toes enough. Because if she had really been like on her game, she
Mm,
probably would have, as she was opening the door, just smacked herself in the face with the door when he opened it up and the
man,
cops have been
listen.
like, been bawling like he just hit me. I'm telling you, she had been. Oh man, he ain't got a good play day.
Man, listen.
She
Cause that's when she was trying to get him off that phone. She said, "You need to hang up the phone with them white ass cops and talk to me." Shit, he said, "No, bitch."
right,
Man, soon as he would have hung up that phone, she would have did exactly what you said she was gonna try to do. She would have tried to hit herself or do anything because she know they was on their way to try to bag him too.
right.
So that's why I said
Hell
shout
yeah.
out to Thomas, bro, for staying on that couch.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, all I can say too is don't eat the spaghetti. 100%.
That
Stay
motherfucker
away from
already
this
ate
shit.
that nasty ass pot roast. That shit.
Like,
That's why his
stay
teeth
away from
fucked
it.
up.
Don't do none of this. I would not, don't eat nothing. No offense. Like again, I don't know where she be in the mirror or window or whatnot, but don't just she knows the truth. Don't eat that damn food. Take the damn padlock off the fucking refrigerator and don't eat no damn food. Not nothing that ain't hell. I would say it's nothing sealed, but she ain't that kind of educated. But she damn so cunning smart. I wouldn't put it past her to syringe some shit and still have you fucked up. You thinking it's sealed and nope. So just
Damn, you
yeah,
try to put something in his
like
food?
man, so I wouldn't put nothing like
Past her,
just don't.
yeah.
You don't catch an animal in it off guard, and especially something big and territorial and dominant and aggressive. It might look cute and act cute and sometimes even be cute for certain stuff, but don't catch that thing off guard or it's gonna act in its normal nature because it's gonna defend itself, and it usually ends up with you getting mauled. Just saying. Like
Thomas, you better
that's
DoorDash some food, or you better cook
yeah, or be
yourself.
bringing it home with you, or it's not like again, dude. If you ain't willing to go all the way to get whatever the heck you thinking you want to get from the situation, you better calm the hell down. Cause I'm telling you, she gonna do some shit that you can't see in a minute. And well, you saw how long it took the fucking police to get there, right? Like she lets you get that machete. Stop lying. You know. Me and you both fucking know.
They
She
said
let you
they
get
saw
that
blood
bitch.
on his hand in the body
That's
cam.
but that's why he was terrified and all fucked up and shit. Cause he was like that could have ended. Cause in his brain he like that could have ended fucking way fucked up. I know that's what you're thinking. And trust me, you right. It could have ended really effed up. So stop. Either go ham or stop. Seriously. Like, for real. Because in a minute, like we said, you're going to be a time box second and you're going to be everything else and you're going to be given the same damn dirt. Talking about if only you had listened, maybe you still had 8 fingers. Oh, man. Telling you. Telling you.
Damn, Mirrors, is that coke on your nose? Or that's the glare from her nose ring? I don't know. That might look like a little coke. Cokiana.
Uh, no comment.
Cokiana, Mirrors. Yeah, why you ain't been back to that doctor, though? Why you ain't been back to the doctor? You don't want the doctor to see that you've been doing drugs while pregnant?
That's some other shit. Like if that shit show up in a test, that's I mean, we already know it's a
It
nail in the
was.
coffin,
She was
but
smoking on live the other day. Like the
like
past
I'm
couple lives
telling
she
you,
been doing live. She
but
been
they do
smoking
some shit
weed.
like that. They do some shit like that and get a tough like a follicle test or some shit, and she pregnant and she already on invest. That's you think you're not supposed to be in contact with the like all of that shit is
Mm-hmm.
critical. Like you might not even be aware that they reporting certain shit on you,
Mm-hmm.
and they are. Trust me. Like, so feel for the girl, man. I can't say this enough. Just, I, no. Aside for y'all, again, I feel for y'all. No shade on my end, but I feel. Let me. At that note, Ty, if there was anything else you had question wise, feel to shoot for me. But I was about to jump down because I'm
Okay, now you
about to
go
have my
ahead.
late dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's something else, I'll shoot you some info, let you know anything, in depth I learned or get apprised of recently. I thank you for having me, and I want to assure your viewers that, trust me, Muriel hate me, and she gonna always hate me. So for the 10, 15 people who had all the little other comments, trust me, that will never, ever happen. Like it won't, trust me. Not even if I was mentally damaged enough to want that. She's not that kind of damage. She hates me with a
Mm-hmm.
passion. I can't stress that enough. So, and I'm cool with that. So, you know, just wanted to put that out there too. So on that note, I will keep you apprised, and I'll let you know too what I figure out from looking at that other video from what
Okay.
transpired with the cops.
All righty,
Yep,
Joe.
yep.
Thank you for coming.
Most certainly. All right. Good
All
night.
right, it was nice talking to you. Good night.
Always.
Guys, give your crazy ass. How many drinks you done had, girl? Man.